Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be another up close collection video. I don't know when this look is actually going up. I don't know if it's going up after. I think it is going up after this video goes live. I'm pretty sure. So you will see it soon. So if you hit subscribe down below, you'll see it soon. But today we are going to be looking into my glitter and pigment drawer. This is the drawer I'm very excited to do because it's a lot of fun colours and stuff like that. Again, not going to swatch everything. I'm not going to swatch the glitters because glitters don't swatch nicely. They just don't because they're more bitty. Pigments though, I will try and swatch most of them if I can. I have a lot. I have a lot of Ingla. I have a lot of Makeup Geek. I've got a lot of MAC. Had a whole thing about buying their Christmas collection pigments, so I've got a lot of those that I've collected over the years. I've got some Makeup Geek glitters, Inglot glitters. I've got some random crap. I've got Barry M pigments from a million years ago that I can't throw out because it's just nostalgic. I have so many to go through. I've also got Apocalyptic Beauty glitters, which I've shown before, but yeah. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm excited. I don't know how long the video is going to be. It's probably going to be long because these have been long. I don't know. I couldn't tell you until I finish editing the video, so I don't know. And I'm not filming this on the same day as I'm filming the actual content part of this video. If you do want to see this look up close or anything like that, I will have it up on my Instagram as soon as the video goes live. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll see the video come up. And then once the video is up, it'll go on Instagram. So go follow my Instagram as well. So go follow both. Do both because that's always fun and it's great for me. Let's get on to the actual drawers and see what I have as far as pigments and glitters. Okay guys, so we are going to get into some pigments. I'm going to start like at the not so exciting end and then we'll work up to the really exciting stuff because I just feel like doing it that way. That's the way I would prefer to watch the video anyway. We have a lot of either things here that aren't sold anymore, they've been discontinued, they don't sell anymore, they're very hard to get, I don't use as often, or brands that just aren't popular, they're not being sold anymore. Whatever it is, these are like my miscellaneous kind of ones. There are brand groups and that's how I'm going to do this. It's going to be done by brand. So I've zoomed you guys in a good bit for these ones just so you can really see all the sparkly bits and everything for them. So we're going to start with Essence. These are 4 that came out. They're just the pigments, some of which I know 1 or 2 of them are from an actual collection. I don't know which ones, I can't remember, but I think like the blue and the brown or something like that are from an actual collection. But Essence change their products around a lot, so very often you'll buy something and then a few weeks down the line they might not be there anymore, so you just kind of have to go with it. I have these and they are stunning, so I'm going to swatch them for you. And that's how it looks there, so you can kind of see. We hope you can see the shimmers off it. Very fine pigments. There's definitely not a whole lot of binder in them because they do tend to fluff all over the place. Nice with a bit of primer down and very sparkly as well. I can already tell we are going to get messy in this video. So this next one here is called Box of Chocolates. It's a chocolatey brown kind of colour. I will say trying to swatch these with your finger is kind of difficult because it's hard to get into the actual container. This one here is not as like sparkly, but there is definitely a lot of sparkle in it. It's definitely not, like, it's a bit more of like a matte base to it with a sparkle in it. But not matte, it's more like a very soft sheen of a base and then it's got sparkles in it. Nice. I don't use it as often, but it is a pretty colour. Then we've got the blue here and this one is called Dory in Love. Yeah, I'm getting like a fallout already from all of this. I'm gonna have to keep wiping my desk. But this one here, it has a bit more of like a royal blue sort of colour and I'm pretty sure it was with a collection. Very pretty, very Cinderella-esque. I really like that one. And then the last one is my favourite kind of colour and this one is called Kiss the Frog. This is a green, limey kind of green with a slight gold shimmer off it. This one has like a cap on the sifter, which the other ones don't. It does leak though through the cap, so I never really have had to actually open the cap. But this one is stunning. Obviously my favourite of the 3, or of the 4. Look how sparkly that is. It's so pretty. Okay, so next up is the Barry M pigments. Barry M has definitely changed a lot over the years. There used to be like a whole wall of pigments that used to be around in Boots, and it would be either the fine glitter dust, which are these guys, and then I've got 3 normal pigments. I'm pretty sure I have more, but I don't know where they are. I'm sure I have another fine glitter dust, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. But these are the 4 I have in my collection right now, so let's quickly go through them. I am not going to swatch this fine glitter dust, I'm just going to show it to you because it's very, very messy. So first up here, I can't even read the numbers of these, but I know that they don't really sell them anymore. But this is basically a white with like a green, like an emerald green flash through it. Very soft, very fine, really, really pretty color. Then we have got this shade here. This is 63, I think. This is a blue with a gold shimmer, a very strong gold shimmer as well. Almost like a denim blue sort of color. Like, it looks very blue in the pot, but once it's on the skin, the green really shines. I knew this drawer was going to be fun to swatch. Next time we've got this one here. This is a yellow. They may still do this. It's called yellow gold, I think, now, if they do still do it. But it's a very strong yellow gold, or golden yellow, whichever they called it. But that's how that one looks there. Oh, look at them sparkly bits. And then this last one is 21. I've very rarely used this. I think I wore this a couple of years ago, like about 10 years ago, to a wedding. It's a black matte base with a blue shimmer. There you go. Can you see that? There's so much sparkle in this. It's insane. Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to swatch it because I haven't swatched it in years because I'm always afraid of it. But let's do it. So like the black base off it doesn't stick as well. You would definitely put, like if I was using this, I would definitely put down a black base and have the sparkles stick. But the sparkles really do stick to the skin. Oh, it's so, so nice. If you can still get it, I would recommend it. It's just a bit messy. You definitely want to do your eyes first when you're using that sort of one. Okay, so now we're definitely getting into the miscellaneous stuff. I've got two pigments here. This one here is Miss Sporty. It's a shimmer dust and it's in the shade Goddess. It's actually a really, really pretty color. Don't know if you can get Miss Sporty anymore. It used to be pretty affordable brand in pennies. Very fine shimmer. Just like a warm champagne sort of shimmer. Super shiny. I'm going to say all of these are shiny. They're just all shiny. This next one here, this is from Makeup Forever. This is a very, 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 very long favorite of mine. It's one of their diamond dusts. It's a super fine blue color. I love this so much to the point where a lot of it fell out on my desk and I actually scooped it all back into a container. Like, there's still some left in this container, but I have the extra bit in that one as well because I loved it so much. And I used to literally just wear this like on the lid with like some cooler tones in the crease. This used to be my going out colour. My go-to makeup look had this all over the lid. It was stunning. I will say it just has diamond powder and a lot of numbers here, so I don't actually know what the actual number is. Then I'm probably not going to swatch all of these because they're just not that exciting. This here is Collection 2000, which is now Collection Cosmetics. This my friend got me ages ago. The name's ripped off, but I remember it's called Jaffa, and I picked this pigment out. And it's just an orange, a super bright orange. Not my favourite orange now, but it used to be my favourite orange. I have much better formulas now, but it used to be one of my favourites. Then this one here I used to actually use with that pigment from Makeup Forever. There's no name. I'm pretty sure I got it in Primark, but this I will swatch because it's stunning. I used to always use this on my inner corner. And it's just so sparkly. Oh, so pretty. I wish I had a highlight like that. Or I could just use that as a highlight. Then these guys, I don't really have any branding for this one here. This just says Face Shimmer from nowhere. It's another green. This was my go-to green because it's the only green that I had in my collection. That was this colour, and this is where the addiction to lime green started. It's like a satin. It's not super sparkly. It's like a satin lime green. But yeah, this was where the addiction started with this pigment. And then these here, they're exactly the same. They're just shimmery eye pigments. This one is 17 Eye Dazzle. It's in the shade Star-Crossed. So just a white shimmer. And then this is also a white shimmer. This is Chit Chat. I think got this in a magazine when magazines used to have makeup in them. Eye shimmer pot. And that's all it says. So just two shimmery whites. Well, this one's actually has a little bit more of a silvery sort of tone, but yeah, basically similar. I very rarely use any of these. And then this last one here, I think I got this in a glossy box actually. Did I? I'm pretty sure I got this in a glossy box. This is newer to my collection. This is Pop Beauty Pure Pigment Metallic Copper. It's very pretty. I haven't used it yet, but I might use it more coming into the autumn months. Look at that. It's like fire. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then these guys here, these are Stargazer pigments. This one is number 52 and it's a grey. I got these at like a beauty convention thing that was happening here in Ireland. This is a grey. Again, it's like more of a matte-ish base with a sparkle in it. So the base is not the best, but it is nice and sparkly. And it's a lovely grey tone actually. Then this next one here, this one is more of a royal blue. This is 102. Also from Stargazer. Again, same idea, quite messy. That matte sort of base with the sparkle. It's just a silvery kind of sparkle in it. It's nothing too spectacular. I would definitely be using like a white base or some sort of a base underneath that, like an actual coloured base. Okay, and then these last two I will swatch. This one here is the e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow in the shade Wild. I got this in like it was like when you spend like £30, you got a mystery bag of makeup kind of thing. It was ages ago. This is a really pretty like chocolatey warm brown. Super sparkly. I really need to use that. I don't even know if they still do that anymore, but I really need to use it. And then the last one for this little section, this is the BAM Overshadow Sex Pot series. This is in the shade You Buy, I'll Fly. Basically a warm coppery colour, like a light, or almost like a rosy gold. Yeah, more like a rose gold sort of shade. Very pretty, very sparkly. I don't know if you can tell, but I had a slight obsession with collecting MAC pigments, especially the ones that came out at Christmas. That looks like a heart. Ah, cute. These are all, well, apart from these two, these are all mini pigments that I've gotten from MAC over like Christmas, in the Christmas sets when they used to do pigment sets for Christmas, and you used to get like 3, 4, in some of them they used to do 5 as well. You used to get like a couple of pigments and a glitter. Not in every single one of them, but you would. It was a fun way to collect a lot of them. Some of them are permanent range and some of them are limited edition, which I will tell you as we go through. I may not swatch all these, but we're gonna have a little fun and see what I have. Before we start, actually, I want to do this guy here. This is Sleek Loose Pigment. I actually got this in my Glossy Box advent calendar this Christmas just gone. This is in the shade Dazed. This is stunning, by the way, like really, really nice. This is like Max Tan pigment, which I think I have, but I swatched it when I first like opened it in my Glossy Box and it was beautiful. Look at it though. Oh my god, it's like so nice. This is like a cheap version of Max Tan pigment if you want to buy it. Although if you buy tan pigment in a mini, I think it's only like €12 and you never get through pigments ever. I also want to go through these two guys. These are the full size pigments that I have. This one here is Vanilla. I use this actually a lot, especially for like an inner corner highlight. It's really pretty. It's basically just like an opal. It's like a creamy colour with like a pink and a gold sheen off it. So it just gives that real nice candle lit sort of look off it. It's a very pretty highlight for pale skin if you are looking for something like that. And then this guy here, this is Pink Pearl, which I have used a lot, especially like for random kind of looks. Nothing recently anyway, but I have used this a lot. This is also permanent, and this is like a pink with like a purple sheen off it. Very nice. This is like Stars and Rockets eyeshadow from MAC as well. It's like a pigment version of that. Oh, also I forgot about this. This was actually a pigment, so these were like actually pressed eyeshadows, but mine broke, so I put it into a pigment pot and it's been in my pigment drawer ever since. And this guy is Black Grape. This is so pretty, especially over a black base. Yeah, it's like a black and purple base colour with like a silver sheen through it. Oh, it's so nice. Very gothy, very Tim Burton-esque. And then I think I'm going to go kind of collection by collection as I went through these, because the packaging is all the same. So let's start with these two because I have the little list of these. This is Old Gold, which is a pigment that you can get all the time. And any glitters that I have from MAC, I'm going to do with the glitters. This is stunning. This is a really nice antique greeny gold. I will say MAC's pigments are one of the best pigments out there. The colours aren't as exciting anymore. Like they're exciting, but they're not like duochromy as much. They're not as glittery. They're definitely more of a standard metallic. Then this one here, this one is Deep Blue Green, which is also a permanent one. And this is like a very, very dark black blue with a green sort of sheen through it. Oh, very nice, very nice. Then moving on to this guy here, these were the Nutcracker collection. I can't remember what the name of the collection was for those other two. That was like years and years ago. But this one here is the Nutcracker with this sort of packaging here. So let's start here. So this is Sugar Rush. This is limited edition. And this one is more of a matte sort of base with a sparkle. And just like a creamy sort of colour. Very pretty. There is a lot of sparkle in them, even though it is a matte base as well. Then we've got Star Dream, also a limited edition. And this one is a bit more of a rose gold. You'll find some of them do look very similar to others, like a lot of these MAC ones you'll find look very similar to other ones that have come out previously. I was a sucker for them though, I couldn't help it, and I just like having them. I will probably declutter them over the years when I know for a fact I'm definitely not using them, when it doesn't suit me to have them anymore, but at the minute I still want to have them. And in this one here, this one is Handsome Prince, and this one is more of a bronzy, very dark bronze sort of colour. So that's how that looks there. So pretty. That black grape is stunning. Next up, this one here was like it was like New Year's inspired for Christmas collection, which was really interesting as well. So that's why the packaging looks like that. So we're going to start here. This is Warm Snow. I don't think this is a permanent one. I think this is limited edition. It's just a shimmery white. It's not too silver looking. It does have a little bit of warmth in it. It is essentially like a warm snow. Then this one here is Pink Opal. Again, I don't think this is limited, or I don't think this is permanent. I think this was just limited edition to the actual collection. This is essentially what it says. It's a pink opal. It's like a white that reflects pink. Then this one here is Kitschmas. This is like a very pale pinky kind of color. It has a lot of silver in it. This is super sparkly. This is a permanent one. This one you can get all the time. That's how that one looks there. So shiny. The other ones are definitely more like satin metallics, where this is like metallic. And the next one here is Naked. This one is permanent. This comes around all the time. It's just like for me it's like a tan color, but for some people it might be like their skin color, or it might be a highlight on them. And it's actually a really nice like brow bone highlight for deeper skins, because it has like a gold shimmer in it as well. Definitely has more of a matte base. It's not fully matte, but it has a matte base, like a satin base, and then it has like the gold sheen through it. But for deeper skins, check that out. They also have a deeper one. It's like Naked Deep or something like that, and then it's just this kind of tone but darker, again for deeper skins as well. And then this guy here is Blonde's Gold. This one is permanent as far as I can remember, and this one I love. I've actually used this a good bit. This is like a more metallic version of Naked. Like they're very similar, but this one's more metallic. I prefer this texture a bit more because the sheen off it is a bit stronger, so it lightens it a little bit more. Then we've got this one here. This is Out All Night. This one is not permanent. This one's definitely an antique kind of color. Oh, that's so pretty. Like a dirty gold. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Then into some cooler tones here. We've got this one here, Silver Fog. This is permanent. I know all these because I know MAC pigments over the years. I know what they're like. I know which ones are permanent. And this is just a silver, classic silver. Super nice and shiny. Very pretty. Count how many times I say shiny in this video. Then this one here is Naval Blue. Again, another one that is permanent. This is a royal blue kind of color. A royal navy, I would say, actually. Because it's definitely deep. It's definitely a navy, and it's definitely more of a satiny kind of finish, same as that Pink Opal one. It's pretty. Not my favourite in the world, but it's pretty. Then this last one here is actually a matte pigment that I have. Came with that collection as well. This one is Rich Purple, and this one is permanent. It's part of their Pro Pigments. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I don't think I've ever actually used that colour on my eyes. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame to say that I have all this makeup and some of it I haven't even used on my face? Okay, these last ones here with this packaging here, I can't remember the name of the collection, but it was a really cool collection. Everything was quite glittery and like pearls, and there was like cameos on the or camo? Is it camo or cameo? I don't know. Like with those really old Victorian brooches on a lot of the packaging. It was very pretty, so I got a lot of these. I got all the pigment sets actually. So first up here we have Lithe, Lithe, and this one is kind of similar to the Naked pigment actually, maybe a bit lighter and has a bit more of like a yellowy sort of tone to it, but it's very similar. Oh yeah, definitely more yellowy toned. Very same texture though, that like satin base with the sparkles. Then we've got this one here, English Gilt. I love this. This is like my favorite kind of gold because it's not too warm. Has a little bit of like a pewteriness to it, and I love that. Then this one here is Whisper Pink. Again, another one of my favorites. A lot of my favorites came out of this collection. This one is like a pink with a very strong gold shimmer. It's like a pink champagne. Oh, how shiny are those? Oh, and then we've got the classic tan. So this is one that I was saying is similar to that sleek pigment. It's essentially just like a rosy, or like a rose gold metal kind of color. There is a rose pigment, which is definitely stronger pink, which I'll show you in a second. But it's definitely like a rose gold metal. If you were to buy something that is rose gold, it's kind of that color. It's very popular. I would recommend it to a lot of people. Then this one here is rose. This is a beautiful pigment, especially in the summer. Look at how vibrant that is. It's like a pink, very strong warm pink with a very, very, very strong gold shift. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Then we've got Heritage Rouge. This is permanent. Oh, those last two, tan and rose, they are both permanent. The other ones were not. And this one here is permanent. This is a really, really beautiful burgundy colour. Very nice wine sort of shade. Then this next one here is Pretty It Up. This one is not permanent. It's a very pretty colour though. It's almost like a khaki gold sort of shade. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. That would have been nice on my khaki look actually, now that I think about it. Then this next one here is another matte one. This one is called Deep Brown. This one is permanent. It's another one of their pro pigments. And this is like a espresso brown sort of shade. It's very nice. I don't really go for matte pigments ever. I just that these were already in the sets. I wouldn't pick this up only because I find them very, like, even more messy than the other ones. Then the second last one here, this one is Blue Noir. I don't think this is permanent. I'm pretty sure this is limited edition, and this is almost a gunmetal, but it has a lot of blue in it. I mean, yeah, like it kind of is a gunmetal, but to me there's a good bit of blue in that. And then this last one here is Dark Soul. I'm pretty sure this is a permanent one, and this is a sparkly black. Again, not really one I would normally go for, but it's fun to have. It's very pretty, very sparkly though. Very sparkly. If you want a sparkly black, that's the one, but make sure you have a sticky base down because you will need it. Okay, so getting on to my last few pigments, I've got some Makeup Geek here, I've got one Love Lux Beauty, and then I've got a lot of Inglot to get through, so we're going to go through this all very quickly. We're going to start with the Love Lux Beauty. Excuse the fingerprints on the lid. This is one of their Sugar High Sweetheart. No, the shade name is Sugar High. It's a sweetheart shifter, and it's like it looks like it's a peachy orange, but it definitely reflects more of like a pink, maybe even a little bit of blue as well. It's very squeaky. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay. It was very squeaky when I used it in my video. I have done a video using this on my Love Lux Beauty first impressions because I have a little palette from them as well. But this is very pretty, very wet looking. Like that does not look at all like that colour. Almost looks like nothing there, but depends on what way it hits the light. It's quite a translucent sort of pigment. You see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, and then onto some Makeup Geek. These are very fun. We're going to start here with Sugar Rush, the lighter one. And some of these are duochromes, some of them aren't. Some of them are just pretty, and I really like them. The sifters are nice because I can literally just do this. Get a little bit of product out. And this one here kind of reflects like a blue, pink, almost a green sort of shift. Let me get a bit more. So you can probably see a bit more green from where I am. I can see more pinky blue. Very nice. Next up then is Afterglow. This is more of a neutral pigment. It's stunning, very nice on the lid, very nice on the inner corner. Just a very nice natural gold. Again, another kind of gold that I like. Definitely more of like a full-blown foiled metallic, but oh yeah, that's a really nice gold. I do really love that colour. The next up is Wildfire. This is a very good dupe for that MAC Rose pigment that I showed you. Very, very, very similar. It's, yeah, very similar. I'd say this one is more metallic, where the other one has a bit more of like a textured sparkle to it. Then this one here is Utopia. I bought this specifically because X-Sparkage did a look with this a million years ago, and I fell in love with the look she did with it. I don't even know what the look was called, I couldn't tell you, but I loved it and I bought this. It's very antique looking. It's very hard to get it out. There we go. It's kind of like that antique looking one that we had from MAC as well, but it's very pretty, very nice, strong, sparkly gold. So textured as well, which I really like. Then we've got Kaleidoscope, which is a very interesting one. It's kind of like a grey that reflects like pink and some blue as well. It's very weird, but I really like it. Very nice smooth sort of shimmer as well. So you're seeing like this, the kind of more grey to blue, and from where I am I'm seeing a lot of pink. I don't know if I can catch that for you. There you go. You can kind of see it there when it's not in focus as much. And then this last one is Voodoo. It's a bright classic green, not too emerald, but it leans a little bit on the emerald side. It's very pretty. That got messy very quickly. It's a super vibrant green. It's a stunning green. I end up not being able to get any out, and then I got too much, so it's everywhere. So yeah, very pretty. Okay, and then Ingla is another thing that I've definitely collected over the years, so let me put these in some sort of order that we can swatch. Okay, so starting out here we have got the body pigment powder in the shade 35. This is just a matte white, which I thought would be handy for doing like Halloween looks. I got it, was it last summer or the summer before that? It's just a matte white pigment, nothing too fussy with it. It's very strong because it's supposed to be used for like the body as well, as in body paint and stuff like that. It's a very small jar for body paint though, but I'll be using it on my eyes or for like highlighting around areas that I need for Halloween looks, that kind of thing. Next up then we have number 59, which is also a white but with a gold shift through it, and I love this. I've used this quite a bit. Pretty sure I used this in my blue colour series look last year. I will say Ingla is probably my absolute favourite for pigments because the colours are so interesting. They're so pretty. They have the best, like, of all the pigments that I actually have, they're the best for the weird colours and like different shifts and stuff like that, and the good textures. I know there's others out there that probably do them even better, but out of my collection, this is my favourite. Then I have the shade 115, and this is like a neutral with a pinky kind of tone with a gold sheen off it. Kind of in some lights as well, I find reflects a bit of green, which I think is really interesting. Then this one here is, I'm gonna say it's basically the same. This came out with their JLo collection, and this is Silver Dollar. This is when they started naming their products, which was good, but I'm pretty sure this is the same. I didn't realize it when I was buying it, but hey ho. I mean, okay, the green sheen off it is a little bit different. This one has more of like a golden green, where this is more of a like, so this is more like chartreusey. No, this is more chartreusey, this is more golden. Like, I don't know if you can see any sort of difference between them. From the angle I'm looking at it, there is a difference. This one has a cooler green, this one has a warmer green, more golden, and then this one is more of just like a green. Then next up is Cosmic Glow, also from JLo collection. This is such a beautiful weird colour. I really like this. This also kind of has that golden green sort of shift off it, but in a bronze kind of colour, if you can see that there. Can you see it? Like the base pigment is definitely deeper, and then you've got that flash of the green, kind of similar to that first one here. Then we've got 134, which I got 2 years ago, I think. And this is like another one of those antique-y, bronzy sort of shades. This is so pretty. And also kind of has a green flash through it. I have a thing with that, don't I? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's so striking. Look how sparkly they are. They're the best. Oh my god, they're the best. And then this one is the shade 84. I'm pretty sure I did a look with this pigment, like a get ready with me in like autumn or something like that. I'm pretty sure I did. If you go through my channel, you might find it. So this one is like a brown base to it with a cooler toned green shift compared to that other one. This is a bit more of like a standard pigment formula, like metallic pigment formula, where this has a bit more of a textured sparkle to it. So this is one of their older ones, and this is one of these are their newer ones. So you can kind of see the difference. And then this one I think is the first one I ever got. This is the shade 84. This one I lusted after, and it's very similar to MAC's Blue Brown pigment, which you'll notice I don't have, which is their most famous pigment, which is shocking. But this one I got, my auntie actually got this for me when we were shopping one day. She wants to buy me something, and she said, pick out something makeup because you like makeup. And I was like, okay, I picked this. I was like 18 at the time. It's just a blue brown sort of pigment. It's got a brown base with a blue and a green shifter, depending on what base you put underneath it, depending on what you pair it with, depending on how much you blend it out, depends on what kind of colour you're going to get. Alrighty, clean my hand, and we've got, what is it, 6 more to go for the pigments. We still have glitters to go through, so don't worry, we're getting more sparkly as we go. So then I have the shade 81, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous rust shade. Oh, it's so beautiful. I also should use this for a autumn kind of look. Look at it, it's like fire. Look, it's on fire. When I turn, look at it. This is definitely a multi-chrome sort of style, because it's got like a, from my angle, definitely more of a coppery gold base. From your angle, you can see more pinky red. And then as it's kind of turning, you get a little flash of like a more, like when I lift my arm up to me, I can see more pink then red, and then it's that coppery gold. So to me that's a multi-chrome, and I think it's beautiful. And then similar to that one but different, I always think that these are very similar but they're also very different when you see them. This is the shade 86, and this one is a bit more chunky. You'll see it when I open it. It's definitely more chunky. I'm gonna go through the lid, and this one has more of like a plummy rather than like a red. Definitely more chunky sparkles and more golden base to it. Like, I'm sorry, but is that not the most stunning shiny pig? That realistically I should do get ready with me's all the time using these. If you want to see get ready with me's, let me know, because I want to use these colours. Let me know if there's any pigments you want to see me use, because yeah, the Inglot ones, you need to get on them. Then we're on to shade 22, which I remember lusting after for ages as well. I love this colour. This is really weird as well. This is what I mean. They have just the weirdest combo of like shimmers and stuff like that in their pigments. So this is like a purple base, like a lilac kind of base with a gold shift through it. Look at it. Isn't that weird? I think that's such a weird colour, but I adore it. There's another one like 35 and it's more of like a blue base, a bluey purple base with a gold shimmer as well, which I think would be really pretty. Then we've got this one here is 137, which I'm going to be using in a look coming up next month, I think it is. Pretty sure it's next month. It's part of my colour series. If you can guess, let me know. But look at that. It's such a beautiful denim blue, very dark navy kind of colour with like a really deep base and then that absolute flash of a cool toned blue shimmer. Oh my god, I love these colours. Their newer pigments are definitely more textured, which I adore. I like this one. I'm now obsessed with, and I'm gonna have to do it. Get ready with me with that. This is the shade 113, and this one is like, how would you describe it? Blue, kinda, with purple, kinda. So you're seeing blue on the camera and I'm seeing purple. You're seeing a lot of blue and I'm seeing, can you see it? Like purple, it kind of goes out of focus, but like I'm seeing a lot of purple from my angle. There's definitely a lot of purple in that when I'm looking at it this way. And it's very blue when I'm looking at the camera, but it's yeah, look how shiny it is though. Oh my god, shiny, my new catchphrase. Apparently you should get that put on a t-shirt. So and last up here we've got 114. This is more of a minty kind of color, like a minty tealy kind of color. I think I used this in my teal color series look. I'm pretty sure I did. I vividly remember taking it out. Look at it. Oh my god, look how shiny they are. I said it again. That's literally, it's my new catchphrase. Look how shiny it is. Isn't that stunning? I would buy that palette, by the way. That's a pretty palette. Okay, so now we are moving on to some glitters, and I'm starting again with some miscellaneous ones. I'm also not going to swatch most of these, if any of them. I don't really know, because anyone who has used glitter and knows glitter knows it gets everywhere, and it doesn't swatch well because it's individual particles, so they just never swatch as well. So we're just going to go through and I'm going to show you them very up close. I'll even zoom you guys in a little bit more if I feel like I need to. So we're going to start here with the Academy of Colour. I got these in an advent calendar, not last year, the year before, 2019 I think it was. Just a silver and a gold fine glitter. Next up then are these two guys here. These are some Essence glitters again. These are just called loose glitters. This one is Chameleon, which is kind of like just round kind of shaped glitters. There is like green, there's some iridescent clear glitters, there's some black. Just a very pretty sort of glitter. Again, I haven't really found a use for it just yet, but I'm glad I have it in my collection. It's very pretty. And then this again is another Essence one. This is called Supergirl, and this one has got red stars and silver holographic like lightning bolts as well, which I think is really fun. Very cool. Again, I like these shaped glitters. I think they're really, really fun. And I've got some more shaped glitters coming up soon as well. So then we're on to NYX, and this is, what are you called? This is called Style Star, and this is a black holographic glitter. Very fine glitter though, like super, super fine. I've used this a good few times actually. When I want to like, if I'm doing a lot of black around my eyes, but I still want to be a little bit glam, I'll pop a bit of this on top because it adds just that little hint of sparkle, even if I'm trying to be a bit spooky. And then last up for miscellaneous, we have the LA Splash Crystallized Glitter in Hawaiian Fizz, which is this yellow glitter. This is coming up in a Get Ready With Me that I'm going to be doing in May, I think. It's this super bright glitter. The packaging is really cool on it, but it's like yellow that kind of reflects this greeniness to it. Can you see it? Oh my god, it's so pretty. When you see it in that video and in the pictures, it's going to be so pretty. Oh, I was in love with this. And then next up I have these group here. These are Blush Sparkle, which I don't think is actually a brand anymore, but they were on, I remember seeing them on Instagram ages ago, and I ordered a lot of their glitters. I ordered, was it a whole set, I think? I think there was like an actual set of them, and I got this, I think it was around Christmas time as well. So there's no names on any of them as far as I know, because the site is gone. There was no names on the stickers, so we'll just go through them. This one here is just a white that doesn't really reflect anything. It's just like a white kind of icy crystal kind of glitter. It's very pretty. I don't really use them because you can't really get them anymore. Then we've got this silver, is a bit chunkier, more of a hexagon shape to those. Look how shiny they are though. Oh my god, the glitters, they look so good on camera. Then another silver. This one is a bit more of a holographic glitter, and it is a bit more fine as well. Ooh, that would be beautiful on nails, which I might do as well. That's what these would be good for actually, since I'm not really using them on my face right now. I could use them on my nails. And then I've got this black holographic glitter, which is a little bit chunkier than that NYX one, but the same kind of vibe. But because it's a bit chunkier, you can see the holographic a bit more. I'm so scared I'm going to spill these. If I spill these, I will cry. Then I've got this one here, which is a peach one. This is the most different out of them all because it's got bigger, you can see it just spilled there, my thing. It's got bigger hexagon iridescent round sort of shapes, and then it's got really fine iridescent glitter with like pink bits in it as well. So very cool, very pretty. That'd be cool like festival season, like putting it on your cheekbones or something like that. Then this one here is more of a rosy pink sort of glitter. No like iridescence or holographicness off this one. It's just a not too fine, but finer than the normal silver one that I showed you. Then this red one, same kind of idea as that last one. The red glitters are so pretty. They really remind me of Christmas. They remind me of like Dorothy's red slippers. This one here is the purple. Oh yeah, that's messy. But that is, again, same sort of size as that last one. No iridescence. It's just a nice purple standard glitter. Then we have this blue turquoisey kind of colour. Also that standard kind of size glitter like the last couple. Very pretty. And then last, this lovely green, which I actually did use, I think, in a Paddy's Day look like years and years ago. About 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago at this point. But yeah, very nice green, beautiful grassy sort of green. Okay, so these next 4 are my Makeup Geek sparklers. These can get messy. Definitely they get messy, so just be very wary of them when you do buy them. I don't know if they still even do them anymore, but they're very, very beautiful. They're very fine, like they could actually almost be considered pigment, so I might give them a little swatch on my hands just to show you. So first up, this is Solstice. This is a beautiful minty sort of shade. Yeah, this is like basically a pigment. I just have them in my glitters because they fit in there. They're stunning, like they're beautiful. They're just a bit messy. So I think that turned a lot of people off them, but like how pretty is that? Then I've got this one here, which is Supernova. This is probably my favorite one because obvious reasons. It's a like chartreusey limey sort of color. This one's definitely more of a glitter. Still really fine though, like it's still a very fine glitter. You can see that there. Then I've got this one here, which is Asteroid, which is more of a gold. Pretty sure I got this and maybe the next one in a mystery box. So it's just more of like your really fine gold glitter. None of these are chunky. They're like really sparkly pigments, or like a hybrid between a pigment and a glitter. And then the last one is Asteroid. It's probably the most interesting of them, apart from maybe that limey color. But it's like a darker kind of base that shifts like gold and bronze and red a little bit as well. Kinda. You can probably see a bit more of the red. I can see a lot of the gold. You see that there? Yeah, very pretty. Okay, and then next up I have some of my Inglot body sparkles. I'm gonna swatch 1 or 2 of them, but not all of them, because one of them is like, or 2 of them are like chunky glitters, which is just not going to swatch well anyway. So this one here is 53, which is like a white, again it's kind of like a pigment. It pretty much is like a pigment. It's like it reflects a pinky violet-y kind of colour. This one here I'm not going to swatch. This is XL7, so this is a bit more of a chunky glitter, like an actual glitter. And this reflects like a violet. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it when it's out of focus? Sometimes you can see this shifts better out of focus. But it reflects like a violet-y sort of colour. It's really, really nice. It's mostly clear really, and then you just get that little flash of purple, and I'm pretty sure I used that on my purple colour series look. Then this one here I'm also not going to swatch. This is 59, and this is a holographic silver, because holographic silvers always catch my eye and I can't help it. I think they're very, very pretty. And this one here I'm going to swatch because I love this, my favourite one. This is 66, and it's this gorgeous like platinum pigment essentially. Look at that. Oh my god, like, oh my god. I got this and I was shocked. I was not expecting it. I had a voucher that I got over Christmas and I bought it like when I was finished up work one day, or like New Year's Eve or something like that, because I vividly remember wearing it on New Year's Eve. Look at that colour. Oh my god. And I just picked it up. I was like, oh, that looks pretty. I'll buy that one. So I bought it and I got it home and I put it on my face that night because I was going out. I was like, I'm going to use my new pigment. I did a super cool halo eye. It was beautiful, but my goodness was I shocked when I seen that colour. You put a bit of glitter primer on that and it's unreal. I actually used this in my New Year's look that I did just gone. And then this last one here I'll swatch as well. This is 62. I think I got this at the same time as that one, or maybe I got it just after. This is another really fine one, but kind of similar to that silvery one. Has a lot of colour in it. Oh, but that silver one is still my favourite. Oh, it's my favourite. I love it so much. Okay, so we are moving back to MAC here. I have a couple of samples that I'll go through first. I have this one here, which is Rocking Orange, which is a sample I got ages ago. I don't think they still do this one anymore. It's such an interesting orange glitter though. Look how bright that is. It's so, so bright. It has a tinge of pink in it, but I think that's just because it's so neon that's the kind of tone it leans. But it's so pretty. I should really use this as well. I really don't know if they do this anymore. I don't think so. But it's, oh my god, it's such a pretty colour. Then we have this one here, which is Iridescent White, which is a bit, it's actually the same kind of thickness as that last one, maybe a little bit more, but it's iridescent, so it reflects green, blue, yellow. When it's on, it's quite yellowy orange on most skin tones, but you can see little bits of green and blue in there as well. It's so pretty. And then we've got this one here, Silver Stars, which are holographic stars and some kind of platinum stars as well. They're just really nice. I've used these a few times. I use them a lot around New Year's as well. Again, I think I put them on my New Year's look that I did in 2020. Then we'll do the big boys here. So I have got Reflex Red. So the Reflex glitters from MAC are like that white or clear base with a shift when it hits the light. So this one kind of reflects like a reddish gold kind of colour when it's on the skin. I've used this a lot. I haven't even made a dent in it. That's why you don't need to buy full-size pigments. I've learned that over the years. Then we've got Reflex Pearl, again, white clear base. I've used the hell out of this because I have this a million years. But this doesn't reflect any sort of colour. It just adds sparkle to anything you want. So if you want one glitter from MAC, get this and you can put this over anything you ever wanted and it'll make it sparkly. It might lighten it slightly, but it will make it sparkly. Then my absolute favourite is Reflex Transparent Teal. I've used this as highlighter on my face to look like a unicorn. Not to specifically look like a unicorn, but I ended up looking like a unicorn. But this is just, it just reflects pink, teal, green. It's super fine and so flashy. I just love it. Then we've got the mini pigments here. I have another Reflex one. This is Reflex Gold, another one of my favorites, one that I've definitely made a bit of a dent in as well, as you can see. But still, compared to how much I've actually used it, I'm still never going to get through this. This is just Reflex Gold. It's stunning, beautiful inner corner highlight. I've used this a lot as an inner corner highlight actually. And then we've got this one here. This is 3D Gold, but I think they've changed the name to like Gold Hologram or something like that, or they have a new version of this which is Gold Hologram. It's essentially a holographic gold glitter. Kind of leans a little bit green though, so I think it, for me, I would use this more where like green sort of looks instead of gold. But I do have their gold glitter, which is just plain old gold. Their bronze glitter I do want. I have a Reflex bronze, but that's different. The bronze glitter that looks like this but it's bronze is so beautiful. It's like a really muted version of this and I really like it. And then this is Reflex Bronze, again another really fine one. Those last two were a bit chunkier. This one is really fine, super sparkly, gorgeous if you like to wear bronzy coppery tones really warm eyes, if you're into your warm brown eyes, this is the kind of glitter you'd want. Then I've got Raining Riches, which is not a glitter that they do all the time. All of the rest of them, apart from the Rockin' Orange, are all ones that you can get normally. Even this one here, it's just in Trolls packaging, it's just collection packaging, it's still one that you can get all the time. Whereas this one here you can't, but they do have copper glitter, which is essentially the exact same thing. I'd say this has a bit more red in it, but it's basically the same. I sampled this out, that's why there's a lot of it gone, because I definitely haven't used that much of it, but I put a little bit into a sample pot for one of my friends. Then this one here is Fuchsia, which is one that they do all the time, and it's just, it's purple. It's not really fuchsia to me. That's not a fuchsia to me. Fuchsia has a lot more pink in it, but yeah, it's still very pretty. It's one that you can get all the time. This one is Blues, which I don't think you can get all the time. I know they do a blue glitter, but I don't think this is it, or this is not the name of it anyway. But it's so beautiful, nice cobalty, very rich blue. It's really pretty. And then the last MAC one that I have here is Grey, which I'm pretty sure you can get all year round, and it's basically an almost black grey. It's not quite black, but you could definitely get away with it if you want to put it in a black smoky eye. It would look beautiful. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and then last up are probably my most interesting glitters and some of my absolute favorites as well. These are my Apocalyptic Beauty glitters. I love these. These are so me. I haven't used them all the time because they're very select, if that makes sense, but I do get some use out of them, and I will tell you which ones I've used definitely, which you can see in some videos. But first, I actually have samples from them. So when I ordered what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 glitters, and they gave me like a lip gloss sample, and I think a pigment sample, and 2 glitter samples. I don't know if they do that all the time, but they put it into my order. Maybe they do, but these are my 2 little glitter samples. I actually have used this one, which is the Wild Magic. You would have seen that in like the beginning of my spooky season from last year. I did like a purple and green sort of look, and then I popped these like along the sides and everything, the little leaves and swirls and stuff. I thought that was really pretty. So there's like big chunky leaves and swirls and flowers, all pink and green, and then some iridescent round glitters, and then some really, really fine glitters as well. Very pretty. This one here I haven't used yet. This is Heart of Glass, which has got really fine glitter in it. It's got some iridescent hearts, some iridescent pink hearts, some kind of teal minty sort of glitters in them. It's very, very nice. Very excited to use that for something. I should have actually done a Valentine's Day look with that. That would have been pretty. I just want to start as well by saying, for glitters, most of which aren't eye safe. A lot of them are kinda, but still not really. It's more so use at your own discretion. A lot of the ones that I have bigger chunks in them, so they're definitely not eye safe. I wouldn't use them on my direct eyelid or anything like that. I would use them maybe up under my brow bone, maybe a little bit on my inner corner, but like I wouldn't go like really close to my eye like that. And I tend to use them like more in the outer corner, or like I'll pick out bits of the glitters that I want to use and stick them around my face if I feel like it. So whichever way you want to do it, they're good on the nails as well. Just be very careful, user discretion, whatever. And yeah, let's get into glitters. But now we will get on to the main ones. These are the ones I picked out myself. We'll start with Blood Moon, which I think this is the one that I used. Yeah, so Blood Moon I did use in a Halloween look. It was like my Black Widow look or something like that that I did. And this is it here. So it's got some really, really fine black and red glitters. It's also got some bigger red circles. It's got some moons, red and black, and some holographic bits in it as well. It's just a whole lot. Go onto the website and have a look at them properly because they're so beautiful, and oh, I just love them. They're little as well, which I actually really like because you never get through glitter that much. And then I've got this one here, which is kind of similar. I maybe shouldn't have bought both because they are quite similar. This is Kiss Me Deadly. I haven't used this one yet, but this one has got some lip shapes in it, like red lip shapes. It's also got some skulls and crossbones, like black skulls and crossbones, and more kind of round glitters, hexagons, bigger shapes, smaller shapes. And this one has got some red holographic or red fine glitter. And then this one I think is a Valentine's Day one. This is Love Will Tear Us Apart, and it's very pretty, very cute. This has got white skulls and crossbones. It's got some red hearts. It's also got like long strip kind of glitters in it as well. Has it got some lips in it? I don't think so. But yeah, it's very cute, very nice. Another one that would have been a nice like anti-Valentine's Day haul. Or not haul, look. So next up then is this one here. This is called Space Goth. Oh my god, as soon as I heard the name I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care what it looks like, I'm getting it, and it's stunning. This one here is like silver, has a little bit of purple. Well, actually no, it's mostly silver and black. It's got little spaceships in it, like little spaceships over there. There's like big giant hexes. There's like kind of hollowed out circles, stars, hollowed out stars, black and silver, little hollowed out circles. It's the spaceships that get me though. It's so cute. Definitely these guys aren't, like I said earlier, they're definitely not eye safe, so use them at your own discretion. This one here is Void Between Worlds, which I thought was really cool. This got giant spiky stars, smaller black stars, very holographic as well. It's purple and silver and a little bit of black. And you can see there, look how pretty. It's funny though, it depends on what way you shake it. I shook it to see what was at it through the bottom so I could see a bit more clearly, but if I close this now and I shake it this way, you'll get more of the bigger chunks. They kind of come to the top a bit more. So you can see there's the stars, there's other versions of stars in there, sparkly bits. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and then next up is All Hallows Eve, and this is the one that I wanted that made me make any sort of order on Apocalyptic Beauty, because I think I seen Butte Bean use this and I was like, I need glitter with bats in it. I need it now. This has got like orange and black bats. I have used this in one of my looks, different sizes and all that kind of jazz. It's like a yellowy orange and black, and then it's got really fine glitter as well. Let me get the fine glitter up so I can show you. Finer glitter, glitter dots, all that kind of jazz. Oh, it's so pretty. I adore this. Very autumn, very Halloween. Just, I love it all. I use this in my, I think I called it All Hallows Eve or Halloween Vibes, or no, I think it was All Hallows Eve was the name of the look. I did this with a black lip. It was beautiful. And in these next 5 here, these are actually inspired by classic horror icons. So let's start with this one. This is Vincent. So it's very like Twilight Zone sort of style. This like those hollowed out circles, and they're like pink or lilac green, different sizes, all different widths and everything like that. There's not a lot of or any really fine glitter in it. Like there's glitter dots in it, but it's mostly those kind of disc sort of shapes. Ooh, falling out. What's good about this one is it doesn't go everywhere because it's so thick and chunky that you can actually just pick up the pieces and put them back in. And Vincent Price is a very big icon. If you don't know who he is, he's the voice in the Thriller music video that reads out the poem at the end. Then we've got Lon, and Lon is Lon Chaney Jr., which is the Wolfman, the original Wolfman. And this has got moons, shockingly I know. Glitter dots, everything's very iridescent. There's a little bit of holographicness. There's stars. It's very night sky because obviously werewolf and moons and all that jazz. And it's so pretty, very ethereal looking as well. I think that'd be so pretty. Then we've got the Bride, which is the Bride of Frankenstein's monster, and I say it like that for a reason. Not the Bride of Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein's monster. And this has got like green and purple hearts in it. It's mostly hearts as far as I can see. There's like hexes, big hexes as well, different shades of green and purple, iridescent kind of, and very pretty. And then her counterpart is Boris, and Boris is Frankenstein's monster, and it's similar because it's that green as well, but it's green and black, but the black is holographic, so it reflects loads of different colours. But instead of it being a lot of hearts, it's actually angular like he is, which I think is really cool. I don't know if that's what they meant to do, but that's what I'm taking from it. So it's like all like triangles and different angular shapes, and then there's some dots in there as well. There's some white in there. It's very cool. And then the last glitter of my glitter collection and my Apocalyptic Beauty glitters, this is Bella, and Bella is Bela Lugosi, and he is Dracula. This one has got bats in it. It's also got little chevrons. They're really cute. You can kind of see them in there. Little chevrons that are red and black. It's like red, black and white. And there's crosses in there, which is really cool. There's also triangles. A lot of it is holographic as well, which you can definitely see. And yeah, it's very cool shapes. I like that there's crosses in there. I think that it adds a really kind of spooky effect to it. So that is my glitter and pigment collection. I'm finishing off with this as my background because I love these so much. These are my babies, my absolute babies. If anything happened to them, I would be dead, because some of them I know you can't get anymore, but I love them. I think they're so stunning. I love my glitter collection. I love my pigment drawer. It's one of my favorite drawers to open every day if I'm picking something out of it, or you know, want some inspiration, because it's very colourful, very sparkly, and I love that drawer. So that is all from me, which is past Carla or future Carla. No, I'm future Carla. Let's go back to past Carla and see what she has to say about the pigment drawer. Alrighty guys, back to past Carla. Did you enjoy? I'd imagine I enjoyed, I'm not sure. I love my pigment drawer. It's so pretty and satisfying, and I love playing with it. You would have seen the actual drawer, how I have it organised in my collection drawer that I uploaded last year. So if you want to go see that, it's in the same playlist as this video. If you want to watch the playlist, it's fun. It's just a nice little in-depth thing, because pigments don't get enough love. I really think they don't get enough love. Everyone is all obsessed with palettes, and I'm obsessed with palettes, and I'm guilty of this as well. But my pigments, I love my pigments. I love, if I'm going on holidays, whenever we were allowed to go on holidays, grabbing a palette and being like, this is my holiday palette, and then throw in like 2 or 3 pigments just for something to jazz it up a little bit and make it all fun. Yeah, I love them. I think it's so fun. I love my glitters, love my apocalyptic beauty glitters. They're like my faves, they're my babies. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, get me seen by more people, and also let me know that you like the video. And also hit subscribe down below, like I said, because the video for this look, I keep saying that backwards, the video for this look will go up in a couple of weeks. About 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't know. Towards the end of the month is when usually I post my colour series looks. And leave me a comment down below, let me know, do you have any of the pigments that I have? Because if you do, that would be good, because I don't feel like people buy pigments as much as they do other things. And also, is there a pigment in there that you want to see me use? I could do a get ready with me with using it. I could do, I don't know, add it into a look. Who knows? Is there a glitter you want to see me use? Do you want me to use any of the apocalyptic beauty glitters, like more in Halloween or something like that? Because I could plan that. Like I said, the pictures for this look will go up on Instagram as soon as the video goes live, so go follow that down below. It's linked down below. And I will see you in the next video, guys.